So, what's up? How you doing?
I'm pretty good, It's raining here still. It's been raining for a week, and I'm sick of it.
That sounds kind of nice. It's been nothing but just like blazing hot. Not even really that hot days. Like, hold on, I'm pulling up a temperature conversion so I can have this conversation with you.
Just say a number and I'll go, wow, yeah. I understand Fahrenheit. Yeah.
It's been like 20. It's been like 26, 28 to 28-ish here, which is not
That's
that
sort of
bad.
nice. That's sort of like nice weather. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been like humid as hell, so it's been like very swimming, and the sun's been very hot. I've been dying for some rain. We're due for some like next weekend, but that's a whole ass week from now.
Yeah, it's like when it's raining, I want it to be sunny, but as soon as it gets sunny again, I'm gonna want it to rain.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess I'm a glass empty kind of person. Not even half empty, just completely empty.
This glass ain't got no water in it.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I've drunk the glass and now I'm just sad. So
yeah. It's like the feeling that you get after you empty out a container of Oreos.
Yeah, you're like,
oh fuck, I don't have any Oreos anymore.
There's no
sucks.
Oreos. I'm full of Oreo, but this is empty of Oreo. So philosophically, what does that mean for me?
Dude, this might just be a me thing. I don't know if it is, but like when you open like a thing of Oreos or chips or whatever, do you ever just think to yourself, "Wow, this is so full. There's no way I'm ever gonna eat. There's so much of this ahead of me." And then you get to the end and you're like, "Where the fuck did all the food go? There was so much food in here."
Yeah, if I open like a bag of crisps, I'm like, wow, there's just like so much potential here. There's potential snack energy.
Yes.
But then I convert that potential snack energy into Charlotte energy. and then where am I going with this? And then the chip packet is just completely empty.
Yeah,
and I should be full afterwards, but I'm not. I'm still empty. So
yeah, I'm constantly craving more hot chips.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is human nature is to desire as many hot chips as you can possibly consume.
But there's never enough. There's never enough to completely fill a person because, spiritually it's not actually rewarding you. You just think it will.
There is a hole in my heart that no amount of hot chips can ever fill.
I know.
And by my heart I do mean my stomach. And the hole is my butthole. Because that's where the poop goes.
God damn it! This is truly the tragedy of the human condition. Really, I think.
Really,
I think we solved it.
Like, you know how bears cork their butthole when they go into hibernation for the winter?
Yes.
Like that, but just just pop that in and then just eat a hot chip and be fine for the rest of my days.
That's me at the beginning of like a depression period. I'm like, I've got to not leave this room, so I've got to clog up first, so I don't have to leave at any time. Just like a bear. Yeah.
Oh, off to a fucking rollicking good start this episode.
Excellent, because we have so much fun to talk about.
We really do. Speaking of which, let's get into this movie.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It's your number one Pirates of the Caribbean-like podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm joined this week by friend of the show, Chaz.
Hello, I'm Chaz. Good to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Thank you.
So Chaz, whenever someone's on the show for the first time, we have them talk about their history with horror movies, what like any subgenres they're particularly fond of. So if you want to go ahead and give us that rundown.
Okay, so as a child, I was very afraid of horror movies. Probably unreasonably so.
Yeah.
I was sort of kid, I would see a trailer for a horror movie, like on YouTube or before a film or something, and I would get incredibly freaked out by the trailer, and I'd be like,
yep.
"This is horrifying. I don't want to think about this."
I've told this story countless times, but because that's a common thread with guests on this podcast. But when I was, I don't know, I would have been like 12 or 13 when I saw this trailer. But the trailer for the Kiefer Sutherland horror movie Mirrors, I saw that trailer once, and I was afraid to walk past a mirror for the next year of my life.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm really bad with body horror, so. I think I can't even remember what film it was, but it was some sort of horror film about possession where a girl, like, looks down her throat and there's, like, fingers down her throat, and I just thought about that for, like, 2 weeks, and it haunted me.
Fingers down her throat Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. You see, it should be appealing, but it wasn't. And then as
fingers down her throat to retrieve the bolus of Utz hot chip.
But you can never put your fingers far enough down to get it, so...
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So as I became a teenager, I started watching... I was never into, like, gore films.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really into sort of spooky films. I saw this film when I was very young, and I thought it was the scariest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. I can see, there are definitely some parts where I can see where that was coming from.
I think it's...
There's a lot of bug horror in this movie. There's a lot of
yes.
horse horror in this movie.
Yeah, and I think it does work quite well in playing off, like, childhood fears, which is what fairy tales kind of are.
Like bugs and horses.
Yeah, horses. Being swallowed by a horse whole.
Listen, have you seen their mouths?
Uh-huh. But with the spiders on the horse. Yeah, and I guess now I will watch horror movies, but I tend to prefer sort of more art horror movies or just incredibly camp horror movies. Those are like...
Right.
I mean, I know that's most horror movies, but...
You should watch Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 if you're interested in camp.
It sounds good.
It is. It's. We did an episode on it a couple of weeks ago. It's about. It's made by the guys who made 5-second films, and the movie's a lot more than the movie's a lot longer than 5 seconds, but it's pretty funny.
Okay. I will check it out, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. I was definitely also very scared of Slender Man because I watched Marble Hornets as a teen, and
we were all
cope
afraid of them. Yeah, we were all afraid of that man. I watched like 4 episodes of Marble Hornets as a teen, and I got to the one where like the Slender Man is outside the guy's apartment and just like looks in the window, and I was like, okay, that's enough for me. That's enough. I'm just gonna punch out.
I basically stopped looking out the window at night for like 3 months, just in case he was like under the streetlight. I was like, I can't look out the window.
Isn't that funny? Whether or not he was under the streetlight was going to be completely influenced on whether or not you looked.
Well, you know the whole Slender Man. You know, Slender Man lore is the more you pay attention to Slender Man, the more he goes for you.
Right.
So.
The more views he gets, the more viral he becomes.
Exactly. He is truly the essence of an internet monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But so I called this the Pirates of the Caribbean like podcast because this movie does very, very much feel like a Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's not just because what's his name? It's not just because Mackenzie Crook is in this, who was one of the 2 funny pirates from those movies, the one whose eye kept falling out of his head. But this movie just does feel like it has like a Pirates of the Caribbean, like the movie, not the ride, to be clear. Okay. It has a very Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. And I don't know if you've seen those movies, but that VHS, The Curse of the Black Pearl, was a VHS that was on constant rotation at my house as a child.
Yeah, mine too. I think we watched it every day for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we loved pirates. I get what you mean. It's got a very... I guess it's like a sort of comedic, but also with horror elements vibe that's a bit similar.
And like folktale-y horror vibes.
Yeah.
And also Mackenzie Crook is in it.
And also it's about hating the French. So
It is, man. The 2000s really had an issue with the French, huh?
Uh-huh. I've come up with a reading of this film, which is that it's about invasion narratives.
Okay.
So, you know, the French invade Germany, and it's portrayed very negatively by this movie, which understandable.
Yeah.
But similarly, the witch in the tower, she's her people invaded and killed all the pagans, and
That's true.
she's using like this pagan ritual, so it's like, you know, generations of invasion and like
Yeah.
destruction, and then they try and burn the forest, which is you know.
Yeah, they try and burninate the countryside.
Yeah, exactly.
But this movie starts with such a like, you know how at the start of Pirates of the Caribbean there's that scene with young Elizabeth Swann and they find Will Turner like on a raft, like baby Will on a raft. Like that feels like a throwaway to me. This is like that times a billion, honestly. It's like, because all we get it's Once Upon a Time in vampire times. And then it's like, hey, Will, your sister's dying. Oh, woe is me, I'm your mother. And Jacob comes back from the market and it's like, oh, hey, I got some magic beans. And then Will kicks the shit out of him. And then we like hard cut to the title card.
Yeah. So
And that's it. The only reason it's there is because they make like 12 different references during the movie to Jacob's magic beans. But like I don't think the scene lasts a whole minute before they just like abruptly cut away and then we jump forward 15 years.
well, it's it's setting up Jacob's like belief in fairy tales, you know, and also that baggage in that he basically kills their sister by buying beans.
Right,
I
no,
think...
not to imply that the scene. I think the scene has purpose. It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
very bad. It's a bad
it's
scene.
very bad.
There's two things with this movie, which is one, the sort of audio replacement is really bad and happens all the time. And two, the accents are just completely inconsistent and almost random.
Yeah, Peter Stormare is. I love Peter Stormare in this movie. I need to say, like, he is just absolutely like devouring the scenery, and it's so good. But his accent is.
Everyone in this film is sort of playing a very heightened character, I think. There's a lot of acting going on.
Oh yeah, there's so much acting.
Yeah. The screen is full of acting.
Oh yeah, just stem to stern acting.
Yeah, it's bleeding off the screen.
So yeah, we go forward 15 years, and we go to this French town where the Grimm brothers have rolled up, and it's being haunted by a witch. Ooh. And the brothers are like, well, you should have buried her in a mirror casket, idiots, motherfuckers.
Who doesn't know that?
Yeah. So they square up with the witch. They like hole up in a barn, and they're like, okay, we're gonna wait for her. We're gonna fight her. And then there's like this big like set piece action moment of them fighting the witch, and the witch makes them turn their guns on each other, which is foreshadowing, I guess.
I think this whole scene is kind of foreshadowing. Maybe.
That would make sense.
They got the whole, like, don't look into her eyes thing, where they're like, don't look into her eyes, she can control you, which repeats at the end.
Yeah, that's true. There's a line that I thought, I did not know the rub of this movie going into it. So I was like, when they said, we're brothers, damn it, be a Grimm and fight, I, like, rolled my eyes so hard. But in retrospect, that's actually a pretty good line, given the conceit of this movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's like, you go in and you're like, is this supernatural? Is this the TV series Supernatural, and is this Sam and Dean? And the answer is kind of yes.
But kind of no.
Yes, exactly.
God. Ugh. Supernatural. I spend too much time thinking about that show.
Well, the amount of time you should be thinking about it is 0. So if you're thinking about it at all, then that is too much.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, God, I watched 7 seasons of that show.
I think I watched 6 before I got fed up and couldn't be bothered anymore. I was like, will this be gay? Probably not. I'm gonna stop watching.
Yeah, God, are they still tap dancing around Destiel?
I think so. It's on like season 10. I think they couldn't finish filming this season because of coronavirus, but they had I think they got like 6 episodes left or something. It's like it will never end.
They're in their 15th season.
Wait,
currently.
15? Fuck, okay, Jesus.
Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
How does it feel to know that you have watched less than half of Supernatural?
Just really bizarre. I think just fundamentally wrong.
Right? Like, and me, I watched 7 seasons and I still have seen less than half.
Mm-hmm. They really, yeah. It's amazing that it is still going. I don't even know who watches it. Who's the core demographic these days?
I'm told Travis McElroy.
That does not surprise me in any way.
I had to unfollow him last year because he was live tweeting every episode that he watched.
Yeah.
Which is like, listen, I get it, but also like I stopped doing live tweets of things I was watching in like 2011, and I was like 17 at the time.
See, that's very sensible. I will do a live tweet thread if I'm watching the very good TV series Love Island. But apart from that, I would not. I would not live tweet.
I'm not like above doing like a thread of that. Like I did like a Death Note thread when I watched that back in like late last year. But like that was like a thread I updated once every couple of days, and like with like 2 or 3 posts when I did update it, and not like 15 posts per episode.
I will say, Travis McElroy talking about his opinions on Supernatural is like the thing I would least like to read out of possibly anything, I think. Antithetical to my heart and soul, I think. Just
definitely like
complete brain garbage.
Yeah, I have no desire to hear what this man thinks of. I have no desire to hear what this man thinks about the character of Bobby.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Remember how that show was supposed to end after 5 seasons, and now it's 3 times as long?
I mean, 3 times is good, obviously. If it's 3
definitely.
times as long. I think it should have ended. It should have ended like the end of season 5 was like, kind of alright. It was like, this could end and this would be fine.
Was that the one with "Hey ass butt"? Because that's a line that does still make me laugh every time I think about it. That might have been season 7 though. I'm getting my series finales season, because that show has had like so many series finales episodes.
Yeah, I just think it could have ended at any time and it would have been better.
Yeah, literally at any time that show could have ended. But we spent far too much time.
I think they should have just cancelled it halfway through season 6, and I would have been fine with that.
They should have just had it end with the episode where they go into the real world, and the Through the Looking Glass episode.
Oh yeah.
That should have been the series finale, and they should have just gone to the real world and then died in real life, and then that's the end of the show.
I did for my Scooby-Doo podcast. We did Scooby Natural.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Not good. I did not care for it. Every time Jensen because it's like season 13, I think.
Jesus.
Every time Jensen Ackles says anything, I just feel an overwhelming sense of pity at like the emptiness in his eyes. He just wants to move on, but he can't. He's been trapped there, which in itself is kind of like a haunting. But they've been forced to haunt the show Supernatural.
I've said it many times before. I genuinely can't wait for that show to be over so that Jensen Ackles can get back to actually acting in horror movies, because I think he's actually good in them.
Yeah.
And I also can't wait for Jared Padalecki to just disappear off the face of the fucking earth.
Yeah, I wish he would just go somewhere. Just go away, basically.
Yeah. But okay, so that's our weekly allotment of 10 minutes of Supernatural talk.
This is what people are here for.
Yeah, but so we find out that they take down the witch with their arrow made of child tears or whatever.
Yeah,
and
tears of the innocent.
Yeah, and then it turns out that it was all an elaborate ruse, and their friends Bunst and what's the other person's name? Hidlick.
Maybe. I have no idea what anyone's name is for most of this movie.
That's, like, half of these are just me all of my notes are just me calling them by their actor names, except for Will and Jake, because they say their names 50,000 times.
Like Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Will Grimm does sound like a Pokemon, like if you say it, like, with the accent on the wrong part of it. Mm-hmm. Will Grimm. And it's got like a, it's got like a, it's got like one of those like those hats that with the buckle on it. And
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Wilgrim.
Wilgrim. Aw. I'd collect it. I'd battle it.
Yeah, me too. But there's a funny scene here where the two guys are like, "Hey, we're tired of getting a 10th. We want 2 times 10. That's 20. So give us a 20th." And Will's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can have that.
Because it's less.
It's
Get
less
it?
money."
Yeah, because they are in the business. Did we say that they're in the business of faking
Yeah.
paintings?
They've been doing fraudery. They've been doing japes to. They've been pretending to bust. They've been pretending to ghost bust.
Yeah, but actually they are the ghosts. So
Yeah, they make the ghosts up themselves.
yeah.
And they have a party to celebrate their big money take. And they're like, "Yeah, let's get drunk and shit faced." And what happens? The French cop. What is it? The German cops show up and they're like, "Hey."
Well, they're in so they're in this German pub and they're all drinking and Jake nearly spills the beans. He's like, "Yeah, very lucrative." Will's like, "I'm gonna have sex with these twins. It's fine." And then the French army arrives and is like gonna chill out in the pub, and everyone gets super depressed because they're obviously invaders.
Yeah.
But the band starts like the French national anthem, and Jake calls them frogs, and Illy gets in trouble.
Yeah.
But luckily,
they're less useful than the real frogs that we see in this, which is honestly an insult to frogs, which there is a very helpful one in this movie that I love to see.
Grandmother Toad. Yeah, it's
Grandmother
good stuff.
Toad is so great.
I know.
But then the French soldiers just chill the fuck out, and then the Italians bust in.
Yeah, there's this Italian torture guy who's called Garibaldi.
Cavaldi, I think.
Cavaldi?
Yeah.
He's just here. I honestly don't know what his deal is for most of this movie.
His deal is eating the scenery and being Peter Stormare.
He is great. He says a lot of things in a very loud voice. I can understand maybe 80% of what he says, which is more than the French general, but I struggle, I think.
Yeah, but there's like a small fight, and he captures them and takes them to the French general, who is the High Sparrow from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's called Le Tombre.
Yeah, in my notes he's just the general.
Yeah. They say his name a lot. They're like, Le General, Le Tombre, and everyone's like, oh la la, yes.
Yeah. But, so they take them, they're like, "Hey, there are these two fuckers who are the French general is like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you to death because you're doing some japery, and that carries the death penalty. But, and also we're gonna put your friends in some, like, some fucking, head cages of menses and dip them into hot slime."
Yeah, so I don't know where this is that we keep going to where the general is. Is it like a castle or something? Because I don't think there's any establishing shots. But he does have a big torture hole in the ground.
Yeah, a big torture hole specifically for lowering people with head cages filled with snails into.
Yeah, why are the snails there? Is it just to be kind of gross? Or are they like feeding the snails for consumption because they're French?
I'm not really sure. That's honestly, yeah. They're killing two birds with one stone. They're boiling the prisoners' heads and also boiling the snails for escargot.
But what we know about this general is that he loves food and he loves to think and eat food. So
he loves food. He loves to eat just about anything. He loves to eat raw kitten meat.
Yeah, he'll give anything a try. You know, he's an experimental. Gastro person. He's like, I'll try anything once. He doesn't like sauerkraut though, so he's obviously wrong about things. There's a line in the scene where the German peasant woman is like, "I gutted the pigs myself," and I think about that line a lot. It just plays on my head often.
That feel when you gut the pigs yourself.
Yeah. I think it's this and with this film and Van Helsing, there's a lot of lines that just play in my head frequently, and honestly, it's torture.
Oh, sorry. my coffee is not. I had a huge fucking cup of coffee, and it's not like doing anything.
You've become resistant to coffee.
This is what I get when I drink my 32-ounce cup of coffee every other day. Hold on, let me do a quick conversion. What is your measurement of cups in the UK?
Milliliters. Or pints, I guess.
So yeah, it's about a liter of coffee.
That's too much coffee. That is like, I don't know, that's like just shoving adrenaline straight into your heart, like in Pulp Fiction.
But it doesn't do anything.
If it doesn't do anything, you might have just destroyed like your adrenal gland.
That's entirely possible. Yeah, no more.
You no longer get adrenaline. Your body's just like, no, can't do it anymore. Caffeine does nothing.
I wouldn't blame it. But so the general is like, hey, I won't kill you if you go to this town called Marbaden and take care of these guys who've been impostering you. They've killed 9 children.
Just like they do, so.
Yeah, and then we get to see, we cut from that to Hansel and Gretel walking through the woods. And we see some of the first of many excellent CGI scenes.
Yeah.
With a really good looking computer generated scarf.
Oh yeah, the scarf is very good.
Yeah,
see,
like
I think they do, like, in the beginning when they've got the witch scene. I feel like they're using more practical effects because they want to make it look different. But I think it looks better than a lot of the scary things that happen in the rest of the movie.
Oh, 100%.
So, yeah. I guess 2005 was that time when everyone just wanted to use CGI even though it looked terrible because it was, like, the new thing.
Hold on. I need to look. I'm just curious what the budget of this was compared to Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, only 30 million less, but it looks so much worse in my opinion.
Well, this is Terry Gilliam. You know, he should be able to do good effects. He did Brazil, and that was like, you know, that was really old and had all these really great effects and all this sort of interesting practical stuff. But with this, he was like, we'll just use CGI. For like everything, including birds and trees, and
there was I'm not inherently against CGI or inherently for practical effects, but like at this time of movie making, I was.
Yes.
because unless you had unless you had the big bucks to make it look decent, you were just kind of looking like a PS2 cutscene.
Yes. I will say, I think when I saw this in 2005, I didn't notice as much because CGI was just sort of like that. So at that point, I was like, maybe it doesn't look really real, but I think it's pretty good. But then I was also a fan of like the first Harry Potter, and that has horrible CGI in it. So
God, I haven't seen that movie in ages. I should go back and watch that, just see how everything looks in that.
It's something.
I feel like I have like the way the golden snitch looks in that movie just like stamped on, just like branded into my brain. It's
a bit where like Neville is flying backwards and forwards on the broom, and he's just like a CGI boy on a broom. It is like worse than the first PlayStation game.
Just a boy made of NURBS.
Yeah, basically.
So they go to Merberden, and as soon as they get there, the people roll out and just like about to shoot them in the fucking face.
Yeah, they're not happy.
And then some little Lord Fauntleroy child is like, Papa, they can help us, Papa.
They're the brothers Grimm. They're famous. Again, completely incomprehensible accents, because they're all supposed to be German, but they've all got like weird British accents.
They all
but like different ones. Yeah.
What if your dad was what if your mom ran on batteries?
Like, I don't know what accent Lena Headey is doing in this, but
it's the Lena Headey accent. It's Cersei. She's doing Cersei.
It is Cersei, but she's doing like a northern thing where she talks like this kind of, and I'm like, but I don't know. I don't know what accent anyone is doing in this. Because like the brothers Grimm, they have very normal like southern British accents, but I don't know.
Yeah, no one is speaking. No one. I regularly forgot that this movie like takes place in Germany because because everyone just sounds British, and I'm like, oh, this is Vampire Times.
Yeah.
This is
Vampire Times where everyone had a British accent.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, if you go back far enough, in human history, everyone has a British accent.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
That's why the cavemen. That's why cavemen would talk like, "Oi, grok, me want stone in it."
Oi, Gav, do you pass me the stone tool, would you? That is what cavemen sounded like. I have an archaeology degree, I can confirm.
Thank you for this confirmation.
Uh-huh.
And we get like the same thing that happens with the witch story, where like the villagers are getting together to like tell them about the what is it, the witch of the forest.
Yeah, like the witch's curse, I think it is.
Yeah, the witch's curse, and there's a really good joke where where the brothers Grimm are like, we need someone to take us to the forest, and then someone's like, you can get the trapper, the cursed one, and then there's like there's like 50 sound effects of people spitting, and then the last one like
all spit.
the last one hits a spittoon. Made me laugh. But they go to meet the trapper, the cursed one, and it's Cersei Floormap.
Yeah, it's Cersei Floormap. She's here. She's brunette now. I mean, I guess she was brunette then. She wears leather. She's very cool in this. I like her.
She is. Her first line, when Matt Damon, Will Grimm is like, hey, the village is in trouble. Cersei is like, you think I care about the village? And then Peter Stormare goes full monkey mode and throws a knife at a rabbit that's hanging from the wall, that's hanging from a rope.
I do feel like every time they thought a scene didn't have enough, like, things happening in it, they were like, just do something weird.
Yeah.
Just do something weird to add, like, interest to the scene. So he just throws a knife at a random rabbit for no reason. And she's already skinning a rabbit, so there's already stuff going on in the scene.
Yeah, like... I'm gonna critique a lot of things that Peter Stormare does in this movie, but I also think he's like my favorite part of it.
Yeah, he's so good.
So they go off into the woods with Lena Headey, and she chops through some bramble with a machete, and my gay little heart did go thump at seeing that.
Yeah, this was very pivotal for me as a child, I think.
Lena Headey with a machete.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm interested by this. I just really like the special effects in this movie. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah, exactly. And they find a big tower in the woods.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool tower.
And Cersei gives us a backstory about how the Christian king came and killed all of the Green Seers, and then a plague came and killed everyone.
Yeah, there's just a queen. She's played by Monica Bellucci, which I think is just so good. And she just loves herself a lot. She just wears a big hat and looks at herself in the mirror all times, like every day, every minute. She's staring at herself in the mirror and just going, "Oh, I'm so beautiful."
she is the fairest of them all.
Yeah, she's like, "I'm the fairest of them all."
Yeah.
And to be honest, valid. You know, I think she's pretty attractive. So yeah, that's what I'd do if I was her. I would sit on my balcony and stroke my hair as everyone died of plague.
Listen, sometimes that's all you can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's she gonna do? Cure the plague? How?
She's just gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh yeah, and then Cersei gets Jacob sees a really bad CGI centipede, I guess, and also sees a tree move, and they're like, "Oh fuck, this is really scary. We should go home." And we see like off camera, we see the Axeman, who this Axeman has been like following them this whole time. And while the others are distracted, he feeds a bunch of bugs to the horses. Well, to a horse.
Yeah, he puts loads of weird spiders on its face.
Yeah. And then we meet Grandmother Toad, which is a frog that Cersei picks up and is like, "Hey, show us the way."
Yeah, because she knows the ways of the forest and the trees move, so the only real way to know the way out of the forest is to lick a toad and ask it how to escape, and it will tell you.
I was really expecting this movie to have like a scene where like where one of the brothers Grimm like holds the toad and tries to lick it, and then it pisses on them.
No, they can only just lick the toad. They don't have the special effects budget to make it do
the budget to make a toad piss.
That's just like, that's a step higher on the film budget.
They didn't want to spring for the piss squibs.
Yeah, it's tricky to use, you know.
Yeah. But so they head back into the town, and Peter Stormare taunts the brothers with food, and is also making them wear maid outfits for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even like offended by it in the way that I normally would be by a man in a dress joke, just because it doesn't like feel like any kind of joke. It just kind of feels like it's there and it's happening. I
was gonna say, this is a very Terry Gilliam thing where things that would normally be played as jokes or would be very deliberate and like drawn attention to just sort of happen, and you're not sure why. There's no explanation, or like there's no looking at the camera and going, look at this. Instead it just happens, and you have to just nod and go, yeah, okay,
sure,
this is happening. Kittens, okay.
Oh yeah, the kittens thing is so we'll get there.
Yeah.
But one of the kids, is it Hans, I think? He hears someone saying, "Help me," and then follows the sound to the horse that was eating spiders.
It's a girl. They're all girls.
Right, only girls get kidnapped. So I don't know this girl's name, but and it follows the horse. She follows the sound to see Will's horse, and then is like, "Hey, I'll pet you," and then a spider webbing comes out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah, she goes, "What beautiful eyes you have! What beautiful ears!" She has an incomprehensible accent, and it's definitely overdubbed. It's very good. And then
great.
She's like, "Oh, what a pretty nose!" Yeah.
And what a pretty web sack you carry in your mouth. And this girl gets like fucking foreverly tied up and webbitized in the horse's webbing that it shoots out of its mouth, and then the kid also gets fucking eaten, and there's like a goddamn vor lump in the middle of the fucking horse's belly, and it fucking sucks to see.
Yeah,
like,
it's full vor.
Like when the horse trots out into the middle of the village to run off into the woods, we see the horse temporarily just like stop in the middle so that we can zoom down its throat and see the child get sucked down the CGI mouth of the horse.
Yeah.
And then we keep, for the next 5 minutes, we have to chase this horse and just see this, like, huge distended stomach that has a child in it.
Yep, this is, again, very pivotal for me as a child. I saw this and was like, wow, I'm never going near a horse again, probably. This is horrifying.
Horses are the devil.
You see, I like horses, but this film was trying to make me, like, hate horses. It's anti-horse propaganda.
Vorses.
Yeah, except horses. Fucking hell.
There's a really good Peter Stormare moment here where he wakes up and like is yawning in the middle of just like coming out of his house and just like bang 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 shooting his guns. Mm-hmm. And he's like bang 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 bang. Oh, and, like scratches the side of his head with one of his guns. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and I have no idea what he's saying for this entire scene because his accent is so fake Italian and he's just like gesticulating everywhere.
Yeah.
It's good.
So they chase this horse into the woods. Mm-hmm. And Angelica has a face-to-face with a wolf.
Yeah.
And is later like, oh shit, the eyes on that wolf, but it couldn't be. And a couple of Peter Stormare's guys get killed. One of them gets like a vine through his mouth, and the other one gets cut in half. He gets pulled. The guy who gets cut in half gets pulled off of his horse, and the horse falls to the ground. And the horse just kind of gets up and runs away, which is incorrect because that horse would have shattered into a million different bones.
Yeah, it falls from so high. It's just it's hanging in the air for like 5 full seconds,
and it falls like right on its back. Like no, horse is that horse is a flesh-filled sack of a flesh sack filled with splinters now.
I think horses can die from just falling over from like horse height.
Yeah.
This This is a very robust horse.
Yeah. It's a rubber horse.
Well, yes, probably.
But there's a good joke. There's a good joke where Peter Stormare is like really scared, and he's like, "Hey, my two guys, I need you to help me. I command you, fall in." And then the guy who got cut in half falls out of the tree.
Yeah.
And this is what my notes say. This movie, pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but it's definitely memorable, and I like to think about it.
Yeah. And at this point, Stormare like takes them back to the general, and the general's like, "Hey, these guys fucking suck. I don't believe what you say about this shit being real." And Peter Stormare is gonna blend Cersei into a fine paste with his drill contraption.
Just a big human whisk, basically.
Yeah, and he goes on this like tirade about how he's like the most like sound and competent and calm person, and then the cat crawls on his foot and it meows and it scares the shit out of him. He kicks the cat into the blender and it explodes, and I was so sad about this. Like, I saw this kitten, like, we see a couple of establishing shots of the kitten, of it just, like, prowling around the area, just, like, clumsily. And I'm like, oh, funny joke's gonna happen with this little guy. And then the funny joke was the cat being shattered into a billion pieces. Being
completely blended and landing on the French general, who then puts it in his mouth and is like, oh, très bien. Kitten meat. There's a great scene just before this where he's like talking to a bunch of Parisian people just sitting at a table, and then the Italian man, what's his name?
Peter Stormare.
Yeah, Peter Stormare. He just interrupts them and runs in, and then the general's very displeased. He's like,
hey,
they were Parisian.
He's like, hey, the general, I speak the Italian. I have a wig on, and I have a big cut on the side of my head.
Yeah.
And he says, hey, let's go Mets, baby. Love the Mets.
This film just has I don't know, completely confusing, incomprehensible, just disdain for the French. It's just what I get from this. They come in and they've got all these little French valets and all these French servants and all these French people wearing silly wigs, and the film is like, look at these horrific French people. You must hate them. They are despisable.
Just the worst.
Yeah. They will eat kittens. This is what the French do.
Yeah. And then they get into a fight about Will and Jake get into a fight about, because Jake's like, hey, we're gonna save your sisters, Cersei, and then Will is like, her sisters are fucking dead. We can't bring people back from the dead, dipshit, motherfucker, idiot.
Yeah. Well, because, Jake really wants it to be a fairy tale. He's like, shit, this is a real fairy tale, and we've got to carry out the fairy tale tropes in order to complete the story. Mm-hmm. And Will is like, I hate you. You're the worst brother. You killed our sister, and now you're gonna kill other people. Why are you like this? I hate you. You're the worst. Yeah,
and then they fuck off into the woods to try and get into the tower.
Yeah.
And they're using a catapult to like fling like a fucking Mythbusters Buster doll into the tower. There's a scene where Will sees this Jacob doll and it flying to the tower. And he's like, "No, Jacob, my brother!" And then he turns it over and it's just a fucking dummy that has Jacob's face painted on it.
Yeah, it's good. I can't believe he didn't realize it was his brother for like 2 minutes.
It's very the Joker taking off his mask to reveal that he is the Joker to Two-Face in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's we can see it's you.
Have you played Resident Evil 4?
I've seen someone play Resident Evil 4.
Okay, do you know that scene where Leon and Ada have their face-to-face for the first time with those exploding glasses and shit?
Vaguely, yeah.
There's just a part in that scene where Ada takes off her glasses, and like we know what Ada looks like. We've seen her. We remember her from Resident Evil 2, and then she takes off her like glasses, which were not even like hiding her eyes, and Leon's like, Ada, mm-hmm. And it's very funny.
It's that sort of Clark Kent thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What's the minimum disguise that will confuse people?
Absolutely. But where was I? Sorry, I just got lost in my notes. Oh yeah, they get into a Will and Jake get into a fucking fist fight about what they're doing.
Yeah. Jacob's just like, will you believe in me? Please believe in me. Yeah, he's like, please believe in me. You're supposed to be my brother, and you're supposed to support my endeavors, like catapulting myself up into a tower and then colliding with a stone wall.
Yeah, killing me instantly.
Uh-huh.
They get into a fist fight, but then we're back in the town, right? And then the crow fucking steals a child's eyes and mouth.
Yeah, this was extremely distressing to me as a child. This was my least favorite bit. I did not like faces being removed.
Yeah, the Matrix, it's fucked up when it happens in the Matrix.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's the identical sort of scene where like the face goes and like whoever's been defaced is like struggling and their mouth is like, and I'm like, nope, don't
Yep.
care for this, don't like it, don't want to think about it.
Yep, and at this point, Cersei is like, hey, Peter Stormare, fucking let me help this child. And Peter Stormare says no, so she beats the shit out of him. And is like, child, come here, I'll help you. And the child loses its eyes and mouth, and those eyes and mouth go into a gingerbread, a puddle of sludge that climbs out of the well and steals the child and slurps the child into its body and turns into the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
And then it takes a bite of itself and says, I'm yummy! And then fucking says, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man! And then runs off into the woods.
Uh-huh, which I think you can agree is excellent dialogue.
Yeah, I love when it happens in I love when it happens in Shrek. I love when it happens in this movie. And they are when did Shrek come out? Was Shrek 2001?
Before this? Yeah, I think so.
Wow, Shrek was pre 9/11.
Can't you tell? Could the original Shrek have been written in a post 9/11 world? I don't think so.
I think you're right.
Uh-huh. Why is no one talking about this?
No one's talking about it.
Just the line where she goes, I taste good, in like the most CBBC children's television show voice is just another of those lines that lives in my head at all times.
It's such a weird scene.
I think many films aren't brave enough to do something like this.
Many films aren't brave enough to have a child be turned into a gingerbread man.
Yeah, like a dirt gingerbread man that eats itself and then runs into a well. Mm-hmm. Who else? Who else could make this?
But so the Will and Jake reach the top of their tower, and they're like, "Okay, cool, let's fuck around in here." There's a fun scene where Will and Jake are like, "Okay, I don't think the catapult's gonna work. Let's try a grappling hook." And the two other guys, the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean Goofy Pirates guys, are like, "Oh yeah, we'll go back to town to find one." And they're like, "Oh wait, no, hey guys, we have one right here. I found it right here." And they're like, "We'll be right back. We'll be back as fast as possible. Bye, bye." And that's the last time we see them alive.
Yeah.
Those characters, we'll talk about it when we get there, but those characters dying felt like an unnecessary addition to the body count of this movie.
It's just for like a shock moment. I don't know. Maybe it's because they wanted, once again, to tell us that the French are bad.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the French general literally eating a kitten is like, that should be like the extent of... Like,
yeah, TV Tropes has that thing called Kick the Dog, but I think it should be called Eat the Kitten instead, I think.
Right, like, the thing is that, like, the French in this movie oscillate between being, like, actually just bad people and, like, cartoon evil people. Like, they're never good, but they, like, there's, like, it's like, they're fucking, like... doing like the like they literally eat a kitten and then they're like, okay, we'll burn this countryside to the ground, which is like a very like realistic evil to do.
Yeah, they're like, you see, the French do the evil of invading another country, but also the more realistic evil of having a big torture room under their castle and also eating kittens.
Yeah,
and also burning their book of stories, which is too harsh.
So they reach the top of the tower, and Jacob is like, hey, there's a clock of like crypts. There's 12 of them, and I'm like, oh shit, Undertale.
Yeah, basically.
The wolf is here. It turns into a humanoid man, and the wolfman puts Sasha, the gingerbread child, into a crypt, and the webbing just turns into glass slippers for some reason.
Yeah, it's mythic, it's folkloric.
Sure.
Everything just happens because it's like folklory.
Yeah. Jacob climbs into the tower, and he sees a horny woman in the mirror, and he, Detroit, becomes horny.
Yeah.
And while this is happening, Will has a fight with the huntsman who has a Thor axe, because he like throws it and like recalls it and throws it and recalls it.
Yeah, it's like made of stainless steel, which is very unrealistic in my opinion.
Yeah, and at this point I know like this feels like the end of the movie, but there's still 40 fucking minutes left. And
it's a 2 hour long movie, which is what it deserves in my opinion.
This could have been 30, but.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So Jake is in the tower and he's horny with the lady in the mirror, and Will, like with pinpoint accuracy, throws a single rock up there and breaks the mirror with it.
Yeah.
Like he just throws it up. He throws it up 40 feet and like with the perfect arc and also velocity to shatter the mirror, or not shatter, but like crack the mirror and break the trance.
Puts a dent in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they make it out with Sasha in tow, and they make it back to town, and like, okay, so we saved the world. Get these children the fuck out of here. The witch needs a 12th child, and we just saved Sasha, so she only has 11. We can do this. And then the general and his French ass army rolls into town with the heads of the Brothers Grimm's friends.
Mm-hmm. In barrels for extra effect.
Yeah.
You gotta have your head barrels.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, we'll burn this forest to the ground, and we'll tie up the Brothers Grimm and make them also be burned in there. And Peter Stormare doesn't feel very good about his victory. He's like sitting there with the general and was like, man, this kind of feels like shit.
Yeah, the generals are like, this is there nothing better than to eat food by the light of the fire after a victory. It's good. Yeah. It's good stuff.
And then is this when the forest like explodes with not fire?
Yeah, there's lots of like explosions that I'm not sure what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, there's the apex of the bad CGI in this movie, in my opinion, is when the Wolfman confronts Cersei, and it just looks like Fantastic Mr. Fox stop motion.
Yeah,
and Cersei's
it's
like,
not amazing.
And Cersei's like, oh shit, it's my dad. And what if your dad ran on four legs?
I kind of like it. I kind of like his big like furry coat thing that becomes
it's good. I like it. It's just like the CGI that conceptually I'm a huge fan.
It's not great,
but in practice it looks like But so Cersei gets thrown into the river, and Jacob's like, I'll save you, and then Wolf Dad throws like a ring of frost into the lake. Yeah. And it freezes the lake.
Like a magic ring.
Yeah, he freezes the lake and steals Cersei and fucks off into the woods. They're about to chase him. They're about to chase him in, but the general shows up and holds them at gunpoint and is like, "Hey, Peter Stormare, kill them." And then he's like, "I would like to resign," and the general kills him instead.
Mm-hmm. Shoots him straight in the chest.
Yeah, which he survives, I guess.
Yeah, because he's wearing the
the mirror
thing
the mirror
that the
shield.
witch wears at the beginning.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah. There's a manservant who started showing up randomly, like fully face painted white and everything. And he's like about to kill Jacob, but Jacob uses the power of his Thanos axe to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all you need to know about this guy is that he's French and he's evil.
Yeah, and then he dies. A blood moon happens, and Will kills the general with a stab to the chest, and his death line is, "All I wanted was a little order. A slice of quiche would be nice." Which is,
he's French. Do you get it?
Yeah, sure thing. And then Chekhov's...
He stabs him with a flagpole as well, which I think is very good.
That is good, yeah.
You know, meaningful, yeah.
Yep, but then Chekhov's catapult happens because the tower starts crumbling and Jake is in the catapult zone. And like a rock falls on it and launches him directly into the tower.
Yeah, he's put the springboard on it, so he gets that extra lift and manages to get through the window.
Yep. Jake and Will both eventually get into the tower and are like, okay, knives, let's stab this thing. And Jake does it first, and he gets pinned to the wall by the knife because the mirror lady controls the knives, I guess. I
think they're sort of like the axe in that she's like enchanted them. I think
that makes sense. I guess it's
Yeah.
And then Will comes into the tower and Jacob's like, "Hey, no, don't take the fucking knife." And then Will takes the knife.
He does.
They like get it's fucking troll physics. Them like both floating in midair with with forklifts, except for instead of forklifts, it's knives.
Yeah, it's incredibly bad to look at. But what's better is seeing the huntsman in the background with a big goblet of blood, just like force-feeding old Monica Bellucci, just like a big cup of blood, which I thought was
yeah, it's pretty good.
Very, very good. She's just like lapping up. It's great.
Yeah. So Will lets Jake stab him because Will knows that Jacob is the one who can save the day. He believes in him now. And when Will dies, he's transported to the mirror dimension. And at this point, Monica Bellucci rips the crest out of the huntsman and says friendship ended with huntsman. Now Will Grimm is my new boy toy.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he's younger.
Yeah, she stabs him, but then Jacob manages to like break the mirror and sort of break the curse because the queen starts like turning into a bajillion shards.
Yeah. Because she was like, her appearance was like controlled by the mirror, and the blood moon hasn't gone away yet, so she's still vulnerable.
Yeah, right. And so he breaks the mirror, and the huntsman is like, "Oh fuck, you made me hurt my daughter, you evil woman!" And he jumps out the window with the mirror.
Yeah, he's like, this is the only way to smash this mirror is to jump out the tower window with the big shards of mirror.
And the mirror like shatters and falls apart, but the queen fucking explodes.
Yeah.
Like, my notes say...
They wanted that good effects. They didn't think there was enough going on in the scene, and they needed a more significant effect to happen.
Yeah. My notes say Jacob breaks the mirror and the queen explodes, by which I meant, like, the queen is just, like, fragmenting and shattering. And then my notes say the huntsman is angry, he jumps out the window with the mirror. The queen fucking explodes for real, though. And then we get the declining action where Jacob has to kiss Cersei to wake her up and save everyone's life. And it works, but Will is still dead. And then
he's fine.
Yeah, he pretends to be dead though because he does the fucking lifeguard the fucking pretending to be drowning so that you can make out with the lifeguard thing.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Will.
Yeah, don't do that. He gets a kisseroo from Cersei, and then he gives her a kisseroo back, and she's like, "What the fuck, you piece of shit." Then we go back to the
town. She were dead. I don't get how he's alive. I still don't get how he's alive.
Magic, baby. True love's kiss. The scene.
I don't know if that normally works with being stabbed in the heart, though.
Yeah, the thing this part about that scene that does make me laugh is like when Jacob is about to kiss Cersei, Peter Stormare stops him a couple of times and is like, "Make sure it's true love's kiss," and then he goes away and is like, "Or else it could result in or else it could be the kiss of death." Okay, get to it. Bye. Mm-hmm. And then we get the end of the movie where they're like everyone in the village is big and happy, yay, having a party. Cersei kisses both of the brothers and is kind of drunk, I guess.
I think she's just very happy to have her sisters back, but also probably drunk. She's like, "You're welcome here anytime, brothers Grimm."
And then they go into the village, and we're like, and they're like, "Okay, we're getting out of this business, but we don't have a dollar to our name. Oh, but what a name it is, isn't it?" And then the movie says, "And so they live happily ever after, ... And then a crow with the queen's eye glass flies at the screen. And the end card says, What did the end card say? Or did they?
It says, or maybe not.
Or maybe not, right? It's not even like a...
It's like very clunky. It's incredible. I love it.
And that's the end of this movie.
Yeah, what a movie.
What
you
a
know?
movie.
So much going on.
So on a scale of 0 to 5 vorses, how many vorses are you going to give this movie?
I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 vorses. It's hard not to when there's such a significant presence of vorses within the movie. You know? I just think it combines wonderful folklore stuff that you're all putting in, you know. And it's also got weird French stuff, and it's also got a horse that swallows people. So it's got all elements that you want from a movie, basically.
Good and bad. Elements both good and bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this like maybe 3 vorses. I liked it. I kind of want to watch... I want to watch it again, which I think bumps it to like a 3.5, but I don't... I just kind of went through a ringer of emotions with this movie.
I know. I think I have a preference for movies that I feel are incredibly bizarre. I just find that good to me. I don't think of movies in, are they good? Are they well written? Are they pleasant to look at? I just see the movie and I'm like, how confused did this make me? And if it makes me very confused, then I'm like, this is probably a good movie.
All right. So we got a couple of questions.
Okay.
This first one from at Janos Scapavati, who wants to know, who's the Vriska of the Brothers Grimm? I think
Probably...
It's the Queen.
Yeah, she's probably Vriska.
It can't be Cersei. The thing is though that Vriska is right, and the Queen is very much not right.
I'm thinking Italian torture guy is Vriska.
You know what? Yeah, Peter Stormare is definitely Vriska.
It makes sense to me. You see, he's like, you're like, what are his intentions? Where does his true loyalty lie? You can't tell.
Yeah.
But in the end, he comes through. So,
yeah.
Vriska to me.
Janos also wants to know, would you rather watch Supernatural but with the Brothers Grimm, or this movie but with the Winchester brothers instead of the Grimms? Definitely this movie, just because this is like 2 hours as opposed to like 900 that it would take to watch all of the episodes of Supernatural.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter. And to be honest, the 2 main boys in this, they aren't that, like, wild. So it would be probably fine to just substitute the Winchester brothers in, and it would probably be just the same movie.
Yeah. At Gigantic Larry wants to know, who is the best clown in the horror genre? I'm going to cede this question to you because you are the clown knower.
You see, I am the clown knower, but I don't watch that many horror films with clowns in, just because I don't think it's respectful to clowns.
Is it just... I think I got to default to Pennywise on this one. It's a tropey answer, but, like, Pennywise is kind of nutty with it.
Pennywise is probably the best clown. It's like the traditional clown.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of the clown in the first series of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Which is a pretty good clown. I can't remember what it's called. I think they just call it the ghost of a clown, because they call everything a ghost.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna do
American Horror Story Freak Show clown. That's a pretty good clown as well.
Hell yeah. It's to call it a horror, to include it in the horror genre would definitely be a bit of a stretch, but I'm gonna say fucking the clown from the Ace Attorney case, the clown from Big Top Turnabout.
No, I love that clown. It's a great clown. He makes great jokes, and I enjoy them.
Are we talking about... Oh, sorry, I'm confusing the clown in that with the protagonist who sucks. The big pink-haired guy versus like Curly Moe or whatever his name is. He's a Three Stooges joke. The clown is.
Okay.
But it's been a while since I played that case.
Yeah, go through my clown knowledge, because there's the one clown who has like a flower and he laughs a lot.
Yeah, that's the one whose name is a Three Stooges joke.
Okay.
He's a good clown.
He's a pretty good clown, I thought. He makes laugh. Everyone else in that case is kind of creepy, so he's like a positive element.
The one good thing in that case.
I like that it was set in a circus. I think that's good, but the rest of it,
the whole rest of it is not good.
No. It's a bit too anime.
Yeah. So now we're going to do recommendations. Do you have a recommendation to bring to the table this week?
Ooh, recommendation of a horror movie.
It does not have to be a horror movie. My recommendation this week is, well, it's not gonna be a horror anything. Honestly, my recommendation.
Okay.
It can be a horror movie if you want. It just doesn't have to be. Like my recommendation. What was my recommendation last week was Dicey Dungeons, and before that it was Super Mario. And before that it was Super Mario Brothers.
What do I really like that I would like to recommend? That's a good question. Sometimes I'm like, do I like any movies?
I was thinking about recommending Higurashi this week, but I haven't played enough of it to get to a point where I can recommend it, because currently it's just a stock standard visual novel. Nothing interesting has happened yet, but I'm not very far in.
Well, I will recommend Higurashi then. I will say you should play... I wouldn't watch the anime because I think it's not great, probably. But playing the original Higurashi visual novel is great, and it's very long, but it's a very interesting experience, and I learned much about Japanese history and how that can interact with like the horror genre. I think it's really good.
Nice.
A bit anime sometimes.
Definitely a bit anime at sometimes. My recommendation this week is going to be a game I've been playing lately, which is Them's Fightin' Herds. I was going to participate in it's the fighting game that was originally a My Little Pony fan game that got hit with a cease and desist. And then they got Lauren Faust.
Okay.
They got Lauren Faust, who was one of the original creators of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, on to do like character design and stuff, which fucking rules. It's a really, really well put together fighting game. I was gonna enter in the open online tournament for EVO this year, but then EVO kind of exploded because it was run by a pedophile. So yeah, the tournament died for good reason, and I have also picked up a really fun fighting game. So yeah, Them's Fightin' Herds. It's like $10 on sale right now. Pick it up, play it with me. I'll play with you. I'm not good at it.
I will check that out. I will have a look.
Hell yeah.
I've never really played many fighting games. Because I play stuff that's like visual novels where you just like press forward continuously.
Yeah.
But I'm always open to new games.
Hell yeah. So, Chaz, thank you so much for coming on this week's episode. It was an absolute blast.
Thank you for having me.
Where can people find you online and other podcasts and everything? Do you plugs?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Helmommete, HELMMMETE. Yeah, I can spell my own username.
We'll put it in the show notes also.
Yeah. Or you can listen to one of my many podcasts, including Fred Says Fuck, which is a Scooby-Doo podcast, Who Watches the Watch, which is a Discworld podcast, or A Song of Babies and Puppies, which is a very, very fun Song of Ice and Fire read podcast.
I love to listen to A Song of Babies and Puppies. And
it's delightful.
It's spelled Babies and Puppies is spelled wrong, by the way. It's
it drives me insane.
And PUPPYS. I mean, I
don't know why.
It's the classic joke of spelling a word funny.
Yeah.
Classic joke.
It's a classic joke. We make many classic jokes within the podcast as well. So if you want to hear some good humor, you should probably give it a listen.
Nice.
Nice.
If you want to find more of, we are fear baiting everywhere. That's Twitter, that's Gmail, that's Patreon. Again, I'm going to continue recommending that you donate. Instead of giving to us, you give to a bail fund. But I am still going to shout out our patrons, Kit Spindler, Michael Kaiser, and Paul Bechtel. Thank you very much. Kit Spindler, Michael Kaiser, and Ducky Aisha. Thank you very much for your patrons. But yeah, if you're thinking about giving to us to get episodes early or whatever, I would instead recommend sending that money to a bail fund. If you want to find more of my podcasts, thank you very much to Satah for the intro and outro music to this podcast. You can find more of their music under People You Meet Outside of Bars, or just head to gaygothvibes.online to buy some of their music. And thank you, Blair, for editing this week's episode. Blair is on Twitter at Blair Kitsch. Satah is on Twitter at Nudity, Nuditea. And if you want to listen to a podcast with me and both of them, you can listen to The Wonder Year, because it's an Animorphs podcast. And I'm also on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, a leftism podcast made by, for, and of the Terminally Online. Those are all graciously hosted under the Noisepace.xyz network, owned by Matt GameCube. Thank you so much, Matt. And you can find me on Twitter at SunhatZhenya. That's SunhatZhenya. And I believe that's everything. So, again, Chaz, thank you so much for coming on. But until next time, I'm Sarah.
I'm Chaz.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.